EastEnders legend Disowns' sibling who saved her life as family is ripped apart. The pair's relationship has been tested over the last year, following Son's imprisonment for a murder she didn't commit. It was actually her evil fiancé, Reiss, responsible. He subsequently held Bianca hostage in a storage lock-up for several months, encouraging her to take her own life after she found out his dark secret. The sisters have since battled to gain some normality, but that hasn't been an easy journey. Sonia has given birth to Reiss's child, Julia, whilst also grappling with the grief felt for her ex-husband, Martin Fowler, who died during an explosion at the Queen Vic pub. We recently saw a mysterious newcomer befriended them both, and it soon transpired that she'd purposely arrived in Walford with a motive. The woman, Charlotte, was actually a journalist who was seeking an interview opportunity for her true crime podcast. Bianca leapt at the opportunity to tell her story, believing it would act as a form of therapy. There was also the $2,000 cash incentive, but we won't blame her for wanting to make a few quid. Sonia didn't quite share the same stance on the matter and encouraged B to see a psychiatrist if she was really that troubled. Despite not having her blessing, Bianca went ahead with the chat. In true soap style, it didn't take long for the interview to go viral, and quite a few locals had already tuned in. Desperate to keep her secret under wraps, Bianca stole Sonia's phone so that she could conceal the evidence. Hordes of teenagers then descended onto Albert Square, taking photos of the so-called murder house and tormenting the family. Bianca had no choice but to come clean, and Sonia was not a happy bunny. In tonight's episode, Sonia ordered Bianca out of the house before sitting down to listen to the podcast with daughter Bex. She was horrified to hear what was said and believed that she's been made to sound like a complete idiot. Speaking of the story, Natalie Cassidy said she's very, very hurt because she asked Bianca not to do it, and she went ahead and did it anyway. Sonia is going through all that frustration and exasperation, but she will never hate her sister. She just thinks, why couldn't you have just listened to me and done the right thing, because now look what's happened? Another argument then ensued, with Bianca refusing to apologise. Sonia began to tear strips off her, saying that she was responsible for a lot of bad things too, including allowing her ex-boyfriend Tony to sexually abuse Whitney Dean. Appalled by her words, Bianca asserted that baby Julia will have to live the rest of her life growing up knowing what a psychopath Reiss was. Sonia snapped back, saying that she now understands why Whitney wants Bianca out of her life, and she wants her out of hers. Surprisingly, later, there seemed to be a breakthrough. Bex pleaded her aunt's case as Sonia packed her bags. The discovery of Bianca's Save Our Sonia jacket proved that, although she may be troubled, but she does care deeply about Sonia. When Bianca returned to give a proper apology, Sonia calmly stood up and asked her to leave and never come back. A dumbfounded Bianca was left speechless, as Sonia said she no longer viewed her as her sister. Will these two be able to make up before it's too late? Off-screen, things couldn't be any more different for actresses Natalie Cassidy and Patsy Palmer. Nat told us, I get on so well with Patsy, and it was just lovely to be with her and have such a laugh. We have known each other for such a long time, and we are like sisters. You never know what is going to happen with Sonia and Bianca. Maybe they'll turn up in the square in 10 years' time, dripping in diamonds.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Spoiler TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.